Hey, what's up guys? It's me again, Clem from clemtravlog. It's time for another episode of Additional Knowledge. And today I'm going to talk about Melbourne suburb start with W part 2. Being originally largely as an industrial area, it was named as West Melbourne due to its location being the northwest corner of Melbourne CBD. The township was developed to accommodate the gold rush population influx in the 1850s. Meanwhile, in 1879, the large swamp area covering the west side of the area, including today Kensington, was drained and filled, and a river yard was built and complete by the end of 1880s. And since the area has been rapidly developed into an industrial area. Huh? Coat Island is a locality in the suburb. It is the site of Victoria's major petrochemical storage facilities. It was originally an island at the convergence of Yarra River and Maribyrnong River, and was formed by excavation of Coat Canal in 1887. The island became connected to the mainland in the 1930s. Meanwhile, the name origin of the area was named after Sir John Coat, an English civil engineer best known for harbour works. Despite the area no longer being an island, they still remain the word island in the name. Additional knowledge for West Melbourne. The suburb of Westmeadows was the original location of today Broadmeadows Township, which was located at today corner of Artery Street and Monipond Creek. After the relocation of the Shire office and the suburban transformation of the area, the old town was renamed into Westmeadows in 1964. It was named Westmeadows due to its location being the west side of Broadmeadows and being the location of the east-west flight path, one of the important flight paths of Melbourne International Airport. The land under the flight path in the suburb has been kept undeveloped. Villiers Hill was almost certainly named after the Villiers brother, John and Bartholomew Villiers, who were the early settlers in the Dandenong area. The area of today Villiers Hill was first settled for farming until the 1950s. And since the 1950s, the area along the Glenville line started its urbanization. Another young suburb of Melbourne Metropolitan used to be part of Leverton before it was gazetted as an individual suburb in the year of 2008. Most of the areas of today Williams Landing was originally part of the RAF-based Leverton Airfield, and the suburb name Williams Landing was named after Sir Richard William, who was one time a Vice Marshal in 1935. According to history, Acting Lieutenant Charles Robbins was the first European to arrive in the area. The area of today Fort Gallivan was originally chosen by Captain William Lonsdale as the new settlement area before Melbourne was finally chosen due to Melbourne's abundance of fresh water. The founder of Melbourne, John Batman, not this Batman, it's this Batman, named the area of today Williamstown as Port Harwood in 1835, and then it was renamed by Captain William Lonsdale to Williamstown after King William IV, then the English monarch. Furthermore, the area was proclaimed as a borough in 1856, as a town in 1886, and a city in 1919. Huh? As an original settlement candidate location of the colonial, Williamstown is notable for a lot of first incidents in the history, such as Williamstown was the first seaport of Melbourne when the Jam Pier was built in 1837. Williamstown was the home of Williamstown Observatory, the first astronomical observatory built in Melbourne before it was relocated to today's location at Royal Botanical Garden. Williamstown was the first location in Australia as the telegram line began operating in between Melbourne and Williamstown on the 3rd of March 1854. The Williamstown Chronicle, the first Victorian suburban newspaper established in the year of 1854. The Alfred Graving Dock, also known as Williamstown Dockyard, is historically significant as the first graving dock in Victoria, built in 1856. And then, Williamstown was the home of the first mosque in Victoria, erected in the year of 1859, located near today Gem Pier in Williamstown. That's the additional knowledge for Williamstown and Williamstown North. The suburb of Windsor was originally known as Prahran South due to its location being the south side of Prahran. Meanwhile, the suburb name was changed in the year of 1891 after the Windsor Castle Hotel in the area. Meanwhile, the hotel was named after the town of Windsor in Berkshire of England. Wollert, not Wollert, a far northern suburb of Melbourne Metropolitan. The suburb name was originally used as the name of the local parish. It was thought the name was derived from an Aboriginal expression describing the area being inhabited by possum. It was until 1853 most of the area has been subdivided into farms. Meanwhile, Wollert was once important dairy farming community, with significant dairy production continuing to Melbourne market until 1960s. Nowadays, dairy farming in the area has largely ceased. It was slowly taken over by quarrying and brickmaking activities. The area of today Wyndham Vale was largely a rural area, until the residential development began in the 1980s. The name Wyndham Vale was derived from Werribee district original name, Wyndhamshire, which was named after Sir Henry Wyndham, a soldier who had distinguished himself in the Battle of Waterloo, and it was suggested by Elliot Armstrong, owner of a village inn during the early settlement. In the historical record, Hamilton Hume and William Hoover were the first European explorer the area in 1824. The area was first surveyed by John Heatherwage in 1835. One of the most notable pioneers in the area was the Chirnside family, who owned massive areas of land in the Wyndham area since the 1850s. They owned 80,000 acres of land, including today's area of Wyndham Vale, Manolix, Werribee South, Huandon and part of Point Cook. It was only until the 1890s the land started to subdivide and move from pastoralism to farming. Alright, that's it for all the Melbourne suburbs start with W. I hope that you learned some additional knowledge. Ding! If you enjoyed watching my video and you found out it is informative, don't forget to
smash the like,
click the like,
subscribe to the channel, and share it.
Share it with everyone.
Share it with everyone.
I'm Clem from clemtravlog. Thank you for watching and I will see you on my next venture. Goodbye!
by the way, for next week,
Today I'm going to do an open box video. Giro Eglis Mips helmet.